Okay, what is up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And in this particular video, I will be recapping, reviewing Love After Lockup Season 2, 26, 24, whatever. Really supposed to be Season 3, episode like third, whatever, because I know I gotta get next week or whatever. Whatever episode came on August the 30th, okay, of 2019. Anyway, shout out to my YouTube huglugs. And I also want to say this real quick is please pray for people who are in Florida. You know, there's supposed to be a hurricane, Hurricane Dorian supposed to be sailing through and all this stuff. So send the prayers out for safety and, that, it doesn't cause all this damage and so forth. I wanted to put that in, especially, not, I'm not saying this because, coincidence we have, one of the couples that are part of like actually are from Florida, but I just wanted to put it out there just in case. Because like I said, I got some videos I want to do, but I definitely wanted to put that out there. So anyway, y'all, let's get into it. I know also I got to do episode. I wanted to probably do recap of episode last week's episode. Like I said, life happened, so I got a little behind. So I'm going to try to do as many videos as I can. But let's go. Really, this week was kind of like, you had at least two inmates that came out, and then you had one was about to come out because Daniel was supposed to come out, but he kind of had it set up where, well, let's go to Lizzie and the Daniel thing, which is interesting because wherever he was at, you kind of, because most of the time when they have, like, you ever been watching Love at the Lockup since the beginning, you usually see, say, when the prisoner is about to be free and be ex-prisoner, ex-inmate, whatever, you see when they come out the gates or wherever they're dropped off at. You usually don't see, at least what I remember, that the people are able to come out and like from the back scenes where you see them come out and they talking and saying goodbyes and see us to certain folks, and you see them get ready to prepare to leave. And I noticed that Daniel was kind of, you were able to see him when he's about to leave, about to go, start packing stuff. Ladies talking to him like make sure here's stuff in here, you're gonna leave here, blah blah, and so forth. And even his mama and Lizzie was able to wait for him. Seem like in the lobby or something. Say the same Mary say, if y'all ever had a loved one or knew somebody, who did jail, prison time, like the lobby area where you basically wait at, to go up to visit, somebody, in the air, the visiting area, or say the person happens to be behind, like some type of glass in some way. Okay. So, anyways, Lizzie, is on her way back from school to class, last along with what she had. And again, we're reminded like full time. So I don't, she's going to school full time. She's, also going working as well. And it's interesting, like her and the mom's relationship. She's questioning, Lizzie's love for her son. And even Daniel has admitted, because let's go to him first. He was telling us and stuff like, his mom never cared for any of his girlfriends. And then it's kind of like, there's a protective thing as well, but I'm kind of like, I hope it's not a thing that because, I don't know. I don't know if he got himself on meth or whatever. I know he said he was on since 16 by when he introduced himself last episode. But is he, letting us know that it did a girl introducing him and stuff like that? Just hope like I said, it's not a thing of another case that we've seen of enabling where the mom is kind of trying to say like you're in trouble, but at the same time it's like it's the girl's fault or something. I don't know. It's still mystery. It's too early to say that, but it's just that she questions, if Elizabeth, because she was like this. The mom was talking when she was waiting for her to come back, and she just questioned it on the fact is, for one thing, Lizzie has never visited him. She was like, I visited him. I thought she was about to say, she just had the three across the screen. That she was listening to say 3 times. She only said 3, okay? Times that she visited him. And she was like, she explained and he agreed to it. And his mom, driving. I was kind of thinking like, she already warned us that they kind of have a button-head relationship. I mean, not a relationship, but like, like between them, whatever. We're just going to say it in parentheses. But it's just that I was surprised that not only did she go up to this woman to go visit her, on their way, up there, they even shared a motel room before, I guess, a night before. They went to go get, Daniel out of prison, when he was being released from prison where he's stationed at. When I say station, but I mean, where he's currently serving his time. And so it was even like I said, she's questioning Liz, like I said, questioning Lizzie and stuff like that or whatever, and so forth. So it was awkward. But I'm just like I said, I was like, really, Lizzie, you could have just, I'm not to say, I mean, he was gonna have to leave one of y'all, but I just felt like it was a little bit awkward about them going. Consider they don't like each other, and he, like I said, talking on lines. But even Daniel's mom was like, well, you know what? Yeah, he had no choice to accept that, you said, about not visiting stuff like that, whatever. But apparently, if Daniel still wants to be with her and still had contact, and that was still just like it was much her choice to still keep talking to him. It was much his choice for him to still keep writing back to her in the conversation because she paid $300 out of it. She reminded us too, like that was even a lot too, because he was even trying to ask her for money, and she let him know again. She is a full-time student, and no, they had $300 worth of calls, and they've been writing, with it was a steady amount of college level. And I remember the confessional when Lizzie was talking, she was even saying like, the words he used, and and everything. And I noticed, see, that's why about that stick and stone things, words will never hurt you. Words are very powerful, and sometimes more powerful than the actions as they post to show from the words. Okay, that's why we got languages. Even they got languages for people who are blind, and even for the community people who are deaf, or both. You know what I mean? So language is very important. Okay, and it's just interesting how these people are going by what people are saying, and they feel like I can feel the love because they're saying that. Some of these inmates could sit here and sing the damn song, God rest her soul, Rippleton, loving you is easy because you're beautiful. What some of these girls, all guys, were sitting here like this, all fascinated in love. Like she really said that to me. They really said to me. They said it's easy because it's beautiful. Love you. I don't know that song, but it's. I mean, I don't know if it's a song or not, but it sounds beautiful because they said it. They showed compassion. I should marry this person. Let me go put some more money on their books. That's I can't. But anyway, so um like I said, and even the mom was even asking, basically saying, "Now, if Daniel gets in trouble, she gonna have to be the first one to be on top of that, because she ain't gonna wait for her to do something about it, because he will go back to jail." And then she even questioning Lizzie, like, what? Now you've been truthful everything, right? You ain't got nobody when you blah 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 and all this other stuff. And then Lizzie's kind of nodding like this, like, yeah, I told him everything. I've been true, blah blah blah, Lord, whatever. But when she's telling us in the audience, she is telling something along these lines like, you know what? Um, I've been having something that's been a secret, but I haven't been wanting to tell Daniel about it. So, I have to tell him to get out. So I'm thinking, like, what? Is the secret you've been messing with somebody? Has she been up here, hopefully didn't relapse, which is already a problem cautionary as it is. So basically, they, leave the next morning, whatever, maybe, getting out before, the rooster crows and stuff, basically. And they're on the way there. Like I said, Lizzie is the point, like, and even when the parking lot with mom was, so she's like, I'm so nervous, I'm about to throw up. And the mom was showing her, like, girl, you ain't got nothing to worry about. So they, like I said, they wait in the lobby, and we seen the part where Daniel started to get up. And in between the confessional y'all, part, like in between commercial break, Daniel explains, like, just like, well, Lizzie even thought like he's gonna be probably looking at her different because she's changed, where she's got a little, she, is a little bit bigger than the last time they were together, which they were barely with each other about a week, okay? Was at the most. They have not been around each other, but they've been in a relationship for two something whole years, right? And which could be, like I said, very cautious, considering that both of these people had dealt with issues with substance abuse, okay, or the substance dependency, and then they're trying to make it work in a relationship. And like Daniel, I guess based on what he said, is that he's been able to be clean and doesn't want, of course, realize he wants to stay out of jail, but um it seemed like based on both of them, they kind of just got off the stuff. But I don't know, they went to, like, to see anybody to help them with those circumstances, because in Daniel's case, it's like he had no choice anyway. That's just my interpretation. And then Lizzie just, like, seemed like she got herself off of it. So So like I said, uh, uh, then Daniel said a part where I was pretty shocked what he said about Dan, his mom and her don't get along, and he like he said in that same little conversation he was telling to the Lockup production company, talking about they don't get along, and she's even said to him, I don't know whether it's in leather form or whatever, that should be warning sign to Daniel, like, okay, are you okay with this girl saying this, even though your mom seems like she's like a mosquito bite that is on your both of your arms, and you keep trying to scratch it. It's irritating as hell. Seem like one of those people. Um, she said flat out sometimes she was. I thought like even that kind of could be crossing depending on the person. Told Daniel's mom is weird. Then she said at times she wanted to strangle his mom, and I'm like, it was like, is this the best you can get, sir? Uh, that stuff, if she really, here's Liz, if Lizzie really felt that way about even the mom, but still wanted to take a chance with Daniel, I guess, she should have said that stuff to what her sister Shatisha. She should be up there not telling him. I mean that's good for him to like looking at the possible warning signs about her that he should take lead to. But it's like, did she say that she said she thought about strangling your mama, and you still want to be with her because of what? Okay, whatever. So like I said, he about to come out, and it kind of ends, and we don't see Daniel come out until next episode. It seems like the door about to open. Daniel's mom puts Lizzie in front door when he's about to come out, but it's like next week you'll see that. But like I said, I'm just sitting there looking like this, and he brought up like also his appearance before I go to Netco. It was I know I'm just rambling blah blah blah, but it really was that much. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The last two seasons of Love at the Lock, including I can't even say season. The last part one of season two / the so-called spin of the first ones was more engaging. This season, it's I don't know, whatever. But yeah, you're talking about his tattoos, and he has an umbrella under because nobody catches tears. And I was kind of concerned about some of the tattoos that he had, because all these tattoos he has gotten since he's been there, the years that he's been there in a prison serving this time sentence. And he had like one girl, like stick figures of a girl, and she's shooting her head, and a guy stabbed himself in the head on his other finger, and he was saying because love, is dangerous and can get killed, whether it's love for drugs, whether it's love itself, and then he got a whole needle stuff to show like his life is on drugs. I'm like, why couldn't he just get a couple of Bible verses? But just the tattoos he had and explain, I'm just sitting here like, ooh, okay, oh, you know what? Put in. Okay. Next scene. So, anyways, I just wanted to point that out. Let's see here. Let's just Amber and Vincent out the way. The awkwardness continues. Amber, they go to Airbnb. For last week's episode, it was Puppy's mom. It was like, you ain't got to do it. But, they go sleep in separate rooms. But the whole time, even though I know this is the first time, they obviously only been talking and just writing. You could see more chemistry, whether it's fake or not, with people who never seen each other in a couple weeks of lockups or suddenly see each other. And then them. It's just like, it's kind of like, hi, they're on a game show or something like that. And they gotta figure out how to. I mean, you've seen people who are able to get along better than that on these shows. They don't know each other, but they're in a competition. And they're at the place. Amber still keeps talking about it's awkward. She even lets him know it's awkward. And Vincent already self has an awkward personality. Okay, but we learn once again A and B, and they get around. And Amber's getting adjusted, even though she's getting adjusted to being free and stuff. And it's still like something just ain't right, y'all. So she was talking about, Vince is different. He's married to a guy. She's been with bad boys, but all the guys she's been bad boys before. And I'm thinking like, okay, maybe Amber doesn't want to tell us yet, but I think Amber's one of those. Maybe she's Pamela guy. I mean, I have heard that before. There are some women who have been with men before, majority or half the time, whatever at first, and been with, whatever, and they end up realizing that they rather be with a woman, or they always been a lesbian and whatever. I've heard of that before. Heck, I even heard about, we at least have one cousin. I mean, not, I don't know, y'all. We at least have a couple cousins, like, even though this is a gay male cousin I'm talking about that I have. Some of them have whole wives and families and kids, and then they down the line realize that they're gay. You know, so I'm like, okay, but still, Amber, it's okay. We all know Puppy is your girl, and that's who you want to be with. That's why it makes it more awkward. Even if Vince was not an awkward personality and kind of like questionable as well, it would still be awkward because I don't think she's attracted to him, at all. Because Vince is a man. On top of that, so like I said, he wouldn't have a chance, even as far as I'm concerned, even if she, even just I say, even if he had like a magnet personality, okay. So he's nervous. He's trying to get some cook got some food because she wants red meat. He's so nervous. He used a crock pot, man, but she had to remind him. He started to put the grill, had to straighten the grill out, and then he up here forgot he putting the food or meat on there, forgetting. We didn't even see what season he used. Did he use pepper? Did he use stash? Did he use garlic pepper? What did he use on the steaks? We didn't see all that because he forgot he put on there. And Amber, I agree with Amber on this one. Like, could you please put some seasoning? That's essential. You gotta put some seasoning on the food, okay? So anyway, her sister, not even know she had a sister. So I'm thinking, like, where does Aaron stay that she could not parole? Well, maybe Aaron must not stay, and what are they, Atlanta, Georgia, or something like that. Where the heck did they at? I guess Aaron is not there, whatever, or that's why she couldn't parole there, or whatever. Because I thought it was just her and her mama, since she still was a person she does not know and does not know her, just what her daughter says. So even Aaron was like, "Oh, you look nice, Papa." They all just did a little high. She had Vincent come to the phone, but soon Vincent went to go, I think, to go into the kitchen real quick. And again, she still says, "You know what? I want to tell you, this is awkward." She keeps saying awkward so much, where it's like, if you feel that way that badly, then you don't need to be there. Because she keeps saying awkward. She didn't say one time with the awkwardcy. Yeah, I made that word up. At her puppy loves house. Okay, puppy Mama's loves house. That my bad. But the awkwardness is like it's getting to a point. Like I said, girl, yeah, it is awkward because if you're a lesbian, you're gay. It is gonna be awkward, especially when you're at the point you don't want to pretend. Like I said, I mean, I have heard of that before in real life. Especially y'all been to high school after a certain amount of years, and you're on Facebook, and these girls used to be with this couple of them, and they turn out and they a stud. Now, so I mean, like I said, it could happen. Some people, that's the way to still learn themselves. So, anyways, like I said, I'm like, how long are we gonna have this couple? Then Vincent also made us a confessionals that this is the first serious relationship he had. He's having now. I'm sitting here like, I don't know where's this going. So he, like I said, even Amber had to tell her sister this is awkward. They're at the table eating, and it's still awkward. And then I don't think they even watched the movie, like a movie on TV, not that seem like that. Because, like I said, even eating dinner, you still keep saying it's awkward, and it is awkwardness. But it's at the point where you let it be known, like even though Amber said confessional, she asked if I was going to marry him and stuff, but you still have to have chemistry and stuff, whatever, and blah blah blah. But I'm just like, this is awkward as hell. How many more episodes we got? But anyway, y'all, I gotta remember when I get off here between videos to take my acid reflux medication. I know that was just random, but but anyways, y'all. So she's sleeping in one room, the other one, and I noticed this too, y'all. I know most of y'all will notice when y'all watch this episode. Now she turned on like her fan, and the production's still in there because on the camera, but she made sure to lock that door and stuff. Also as well. And Vince was even saying, well, it's their first day now, so he was understanding. But he was like, sex is supposed to be special and stuff. And you could tell he was disappointed still because he thought he was gonna get some. I'm like Amber lets you know her wife called you on the phone, let it be known that we see trick in your future. It is on your forehead. It is wrapped around your bald, Mr. Clean head, sir. I think that's where it's going at. But like I said, awkward was the word of the day, ladies and gents and kids. Okay, so let's get off that one. Now quickly, this was kind of it's cringy as hell. Now we see Cheryl, who has found love of her life. She's waiting for him. She's even took the blank because she spent the night. She's supposed to be, like I said, already be there for 3 months in Colorado, and she can't wait to bring her love of her life, her fiance, and everything back down to Texas. And she's ready to get. She even stole their. Now I'm not mad. Say she took like a nice permanent little gift for herself from the hotel room. Okay, but the thing is, she took the blanket so they can, I guess, do Carol. What was her Carolyn, whatever, and Matt do the same thing. And I'm like, this is information y'all should be saying because you don't know people watching niggas still. I don't know how long it takes as far as like people say to catch the decent exposure, but she wants to so her and him can have time. You just were in the hotel room. You couldn't get another one real quick near the area and hurry up and whatever do that there. You just now that's interesting. We're still here and they drive there or 9 times out of 10 just hotel. I mean, because this happened before, I think, hasn't it? But I seen where her was just like you just were in one. You could. She could have kept that one. I don't know how long the difference is driving when she woke up, whatever, to get him. But I'm just saying it's like when you GPS, you know, Super 8, Motel something, even double tree, something. But anyways, she's there. She's waiting for getting out. So, they have in between. Her scene with him wasn't really long. And so she's like I said, she waiting, and then he comes out just with that swoop, coming out there, and she got him some clothes too to wear, and he just changed on the side of thing. He was like, right here, let me change some clothes. But what's the stern when she was talking about the names that he gives, and I already knew it was gonna be some awkward and cringy because she still's like, I'm in love, and I found my love in his life, and he treats me so well. And then she said he gives a cute. I thought like maybe he called her a beaver or something. I don't know why I thought that. Little possum something. He calls her a little turd stiller, burglar or something. I'm like, what the heck in the number two that we didn't need to know about? And she talking about finding that cute, and she's like, I'm not a BM stiller. I mean, a fecal waste stiller or something like that. Because I'm not trying to make girls. Because even just hearing even the T word version for that, I ain't. Yuck. So and she just found that cute. Like what, girl? Mm-mm. And then when they picked up, they hugged her the other way because she's like, there's a mountain, so they're gonna basically smash at the mountain and stuff. Yeah. And then she talking about, oh God, I'm like, don't break the Lord's name in this mess. Don't be talking about, I didn't think my prayer's been answered, Jesus, something like that. I'm just was like, I rebuke in the name of Jesus. Holy water, know that all be placed from hearing this stuff. Oh my gosh. Sage too for the bad man. You know what? Let's add some sage in, okay? Because I ain't got no sage. I ain't got your sage spray, nothing. Just just no, just ridiculous. Like can't something just gosh, it's cleanse of this, okay? So they're up to their happy straight jacketness, okay? They're into straight jacketness, okay? Okay, so now we're gonna do Tony and Andrew real quick. Now they go back to the scene whereas she's asking us if she want a BJ steak and he wants a steak, and already kind of shown like he playing the role whatever, and he's just like he said he wants to wait because for that time to be special. I mean because he doesn't look at because she look at her as a prostitute. I was like no he don't. You obviously 9 times 10 you no 9.5 out of 10. You look at her as a trick, not a prostitute, but a trick. Okay, that's wrong term. We in the area, but the rose is really true. You look at her as a trick. Okay, paying for your services. So, like I said, they gotta have their little steak, whatever. And she was like, he Vasper, but Angela has not been smashed in 5 years. I'm like, okay. Or I say that is like, girl, go to the 7 and Up club. I'm like, okay, and it's okay, all right. But she's like I said, looking forward. But at the same time, she's like, when he was in jail, he talked about sex, and now she still wanted to have it because, like I said, she asked him one more time, even though he said he wanted to stay. She still was trying to ask him, and that's when he said the comment like he's not trying to treat her like a prostitute and stuff. And then Andrew tried to change again. The confessional was like, well, yeah, that's true. We can wait a little bit because our relationship isn't based on love. It's you're right about that. It's based on making sure you keep money on his books and stuff, and let's see how it goes. Okay. So they go to dinner. He even says, now, they sitting like face to face on the other side of the table, where ready for the, they steak dinner, whatever. And he's like, he like your nails. You look pretty and stuff. He actually said that to her. You look nice. You look nice. So she wanted to sit right next to him. Can I sit right next to you? And he's like, sure. And surprisingly, when he eating steak stuff, he's just so happy to eat like real food. And he's just like, and she's like, how's steak, baby? You know how she is. So even when she's still talking to him, it does give me, pure sugar mama, okay, as well. And she even breaks up, like her friend tries to warn her about, like, possibly that is his motive. And like I said, she needs to, watch out, whatever. So, but he's even talking about the wedding, but he's agreed that if she asks questions, that he want whatever date she wants to choose, he'll go right ahead and agree to in the summertime, blah blah blah. And he's still, okay, yeah. So after that, they are, she's on her way to take him to the halfway house, and she says just make sure you don't get in trouble, nothing like that. But the commercial made it seem like, I said, possibly they were going to get stopped over some police. So based on, because they spend more time, a little extra time, must have gotten some dessert after he got the whole thing, or asked for extra appetizer, because he, like I said, he getting adjusted back into, the world outside of prison. um she's trying to give him the halfway house, but she does make it there, because he was first saying, like, well, maybe you should go to the speech at Charger. She was like, and he was like, I don't know what to tell the police when they get there. She's like, say they were to get pulled over by the popos, but she like, I ain't about to tell them that you just got out of there and stuff like that. But the truth is, say, oh, even maybe I thought this: if, say, you do get pulled over by somebody and they look at your information up, can they tell that you got out? So even though she said she's not, wouldn't tell me to get out, they, okay, I don't know about that, okay? But I'm just saying is, they got there at the time they got kissed, but he won't know until, I guess, that day, whatever, because she can't see him till next week, whatever. And now she feels lonely as she did, like, the beginning of the relationship when he had to leave the car. And I'm thinking technically you were alone anyway, unless you seen him a few times or whatever amount of times you visit him while he was in prison. And when he left her alone the last time, when he didn't come out, which they never explained about why he didn't give out the time he was supposed to come in season 1. And then you just see him for almost a whole year during there later on. I don't know. But, she's sad, whatever. So, next. But, she can't wait for them to touch each other and all this other stuff and blah, 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 and spend her life with him. Now, we actually, at the beginning of the episode, picked up Lacey sitting up there with an umbrella and stuff like that. She explained how Shane, she actually, we already know, well, actually I didn't mention, is that she actually ended up with Shane because she was mad at her man. They got some argument and stuff, who also was incarcerated as well. So we got another Romulus, diamond shape, whatever, rectangle, triangle with this. Just is totally different how it's set up. But she's like, Shane, I like that his pictures is fine. He's real sweet. And his words, again, the whole thing with these words, okay? And she not even sure, because she's never even visited this dude. She up here standing talking about, oh, it's cold. Why she could just sit in the damn car? And she, even when the guy was coming out approaching, she still didn't know for sure it was him. And they all, even though it was a bunch of lust and stuff, you still see more of a chemistry than Amber, who, who don't like Vincent anyway. You know what I mean? Who's going to be interested in, say, Puppy comes out this season 2, how that's going to come out, But anyways, oh, I love you, I really like, and he's like, he can't wait for big breakfast. I was going to say breakfasts, probably those two, but breakfast and stuff like that, spend time with this girl, just enjoying life or whatever. But it's just, even we didn't even have kitchen, even though they met. This is my first time meeting. This is my first time meeting you too. Oh my gosh, kiss. And then all of a sudden, he's like, when she said, right, her side talk about little confessionals on the side. Breakfast, I'll be his breakfast, and it's like, you get to that too. Like I said, Lacey trying to get smashed. So they, I think they want to see the mountains. So they, like I said, driving off and stuff, right? And then, he's up here. Now, she even letting him use the phone, but he trying to ask the passcode. And I noticed she kept on changing. Oh, 3640, I think it's 3680. If you don't want to use on the phone, you just have to have him use the phone. So she finally gave him what, 36.98, I think was passcode, right? And then all of a sudden, it's John calling again. And she's like, hold on, I gotta take this call. She pulls her over car over to the side and she goes outside talking to John. And John even knows what's up with something, like, okay, do you whatever. Because he was like, I know you lying. Because she said, I'm outside and I'm sitting so blah 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 whatever, right? And he got mad because here's Lacey also saying again that John is a jealous type. But he figures like she's up to something. Of course, she's like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about." He was like, you haven't been answering my calls." Stuff. He was like, "Well, you just call. You don't call the times, but I tell you to call. I mean, just because I don't accept your calls, whatever, doesn't mean I'm doing something. Woo woo woo, whatever." And basically a little bit after that, he hung up or something because she still was trying to talk to him. He was just dial tone some on the phone. And Shane was in a confession like, I trust Lacey, I do, and stuff like that, whatever. But he does ask her, like, was the call okay, whatever. And she's like, a sigh or something like that. So that's pretty much what that was with them. And we'll just see. I don't know if they're coming next week or the week after next. But hugs and love, everybody. Y'all take care. Good night. Y'all have a every day, like I said, prayers for people who, and get ready for this Hurricane Dorian. I hope everything, I hope everything will be okay. Okay? But anyway, y'all hugs so much. Have a good night and enjoy y'all weekend. Kids and even adults who, get a little extra break, that little Monday off. Enjoy that, okay? All right, take care, y'all.